Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Google Hangout. My name is Matt Corey, and I'm going to talk to you about open source software. Open source software is something that is available to everyone and something that everyone uses. Um, it's something started before the internet. Internet just made it easier. Open source, anybody can just take something and edit it. Open source is something that everyone uses and is able to use. It is free of charge. And as this type of software continues to grow, there are many advantages and there are many more advantages as it gets better and better. So here's a preview of what I'm going to talk to you about today. I am going to talk to you about what it is, some miscellaneous information and helpful information, how it can affect you, some advantages and some disadvantages. So, what it is, open source gives universal access to a product's design or blueprint. So, pretty much it is available on the internet. Anybody can take it and download it and edit it and make it for them how they want it to be. So, you can edit it to the point where it's exactly what you need it to be. Um, some more information for it is that it can be downloaded by anybody. You modify it how you want it to be, and then after you do both those things, you have to make your own version available to the public. So someone might not necessarily download it, but you still have to make it available. So here's some miscellaneous information. So like the origin and term free software. Free software was a term that was used before open source software. Um, basically, they are like the exact same thing, but a group of people created the term open source software because they did not like um, open source. They thought the rights and terms for free software weren't correct, and so they made it. They're basically the same thing. So there are other types of open source. You can apply it to to your like computers and beverages and medicine and energy. Basically, it's like the same idea as software on like software on the internet. People make available their formulas for beverages or their formulas for how they make their computer or formulas for medicine, formulas for types of energy, and they basically just make it available to you. And people can take those formulas for a beverage and edit it how they want it. It can be used in the government and ethics. So, like in the government, there can be like blogs that everybody can edit, everybody can access, and government parties can get feedback from their supporters and maybe can help them decide what they need to do going forward, how they need to change what they have been doing. And ethics is basically um, the same thing. You know, you're able to learn what other people feel like through the internet and anybody being able to edit anything on a certain page or something. It also can be used in the media and education. So, like in the media, you'll see like in articles, someone will write an article and then anybody can comment on it and give their own opinion, and from there people can see and judge their own opinions, stuff like that. And then education, you can use things like like Wikipedia. Anybody can go on and edit Wikipedia, and students can go on there and learn things. Or like Khan Academy, they have those videos that you can watch and stuff like that. Anybody can post a video. How open source software can affect you. It can make creating your own software easier. So basically, you can just download a software and then edit it how you want it, which in turn will cost you less money because you don't have to spend your whole time creating the whole software. If you're doing this, you can just uh, make a few bugs better, or fix one certain thing instead of making a whole software. And so with this, it also takes you less time. Some advantages to open source software is the cost is obviously cheaper, as I just mentioned. Um, it is open to the public, as I've been saying. Anybody can download it. It's not like you have to pay for it. It's not like any certain one person can download it, and some people aren't able to download it. And then the quality, of course, is something else. Is going to be better if it is continuing to get fixed. So the cost, open source software is estimated to save all businesses that are located in the world close to $60 billion. So basically, with this, it means that um, you don't have to spend as much time creating your own software because there's already a software that you can go off of. And so obviously time saves money, and you just edit it how you want it, and that's going to save you time, and it's going to save you money because you don't have to pay for it. The easy access, this other advantage, anyone can get the software, and you're able to do whatever you want with it. So another positive of this is that there are no restrictions due to a vendor because there really is no vendor. You just downloaded it, and now you are your own vendor. Um, quality. So basically, open source software works on all systems. Any browser you want to download on, it's going to work for. Um, and since everybody is working on one software and continuing to make it better and better and better, the security for the software is going to get better. Any like minor bugs, they're just going to continue to get better if people are continuing to work on it. Now, there are a couple disadvantages to open source software. The fact that it is not always user friendly, and the fact that it can get complex as people with different interests are working on it. And basically, just the more people are adding it, it can get more complex. So, in terms of it not being user friendly, whatever you're going to download for open source software, it wasn't made for the people downloading. It was made for the person who made it, basically. So if you don't know how to use it, you're going to have trouble learning how to use it because it's not just made available to you. It was made for the person who made it. And the complexity, as it continually gets updated, that software can get more complex um, in terms of, you are unaware of certain updates, and so you're not aware of all the certain things that you can be doing with that software that you just downloaded. And so here are my reviews of the main points. So basically, we described what it was, and that's basically software that anybody can download. We gave you some miscellaneous and helpful information like um, other types of open source ideas and how open source came to be. I told you how it can affect you. I gave you advantages and I gave you some disadvantages. And so, in conclusion, open source software can be very effective for businesses mainly, but also just for the people who want certain software for personal use. Um, and that is it. I hope this video was helpful for you.